he is one of the 4 championship drivers, and I don't see
Ooh.
him in the field. He's had a nearly perfect track record, so this would be shocking if he didn't make this race. Alright, well, I'm going to ask both you, Shady and Favre, what you guys think we can expect heading into this race, so you guys can talk it out while I get myself situated in the Discord, so I'll be right back.
Alrighty, Shady, you're up first, buddy.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm up first. I'm just glad. I'm just blessed to be here with a 3-time FRR champion in this booth with me, man. You're first. Come on, you're the champion. You flex that muscle. You tell me. Okay, what's the key to get around Homestead? What is your key getting around this track, winning this championship, winning this trophy tonight?
Man, I feel like I'm kind of giving away my secrets for a couple of weeks from now if I do that. No, I mean, the top line here, the one thing I love about Homestead is it's a multi-groove track. You can race side by side and 3 wide and not lose any time on, your competitors. Every lane is different. There's not too many tracks on this game that allow that. Vegas, Homestead, and that's pretty much it. So this is one of my favorite tracks on the game and to race. So looking forward to seeing. This could be really, really difficult. It's going to be, you're going to have to drive your butt off to get this chip because I would say the top 3 that are in here right now are all super fast at this track. I've raced all of them at Homestead, so it's going to be, I think it's honestly going to come down to fuel strategy and pit strategy, and whoever has those freshest tires at the end, I think, is going to pull it out.
I couldn't agree more, man, and I couldn't agree more. And the one thing here at Homestead that if you've raced at Homestead, you already know what's going to happen. When you get some wear on these tires, what's going to happen coming off of turn 2 and turn 4? That sucker is going to start breaking loose on you. I'm curious to see how these guys are going to set this car up. Are they going to have it breaking loose? Are they going to have it set up loose? Or are they going to have it nice and snug coming off those corners? Because when that green flag drops, you get some wear and tear on those tires. Correct me if I'm wrong, Favre, but here at Homestead, it is famous. Now, get me wrong, these next-gen cars are,
All right,
are a
gents,
little
we're
bit
going
different.
green.
Oh, these are actually the 2020.
Oh, these are still 2020. Okay. I didn't know we were going to, so it's 2020. Okay.
But I will agree with you. I'm actually one of the odd ones that likes to have a loose car and likes to drive a loose car. So, I think you set it up a little bit snug at the beginning, but, I'm just so used to driving a free car, so I'm not scared to have it break loose on me at the end. So I think that's everybody though. Everybody is going to break loose at the end here at the end of the fuel runs on their tires. So
it's quite unavoidable at Homestead. It's one of those tracks where it's kind of like a Bristol. Dover, those kinds of tracks where you come off that corner. At the end of that run where you got no grip left, it's just kind of unavoidable, isn't it?
Yes,
All
sir.
right, the green flag is waving. Elvin Priest leading them to green with Parley on his outside, who's already looking to take the lead away on the outside lane through 1 and 2. His car fired off really well. He's got Nomad, that number 8 Realtree Chevrolet, battling for third on Flash. That 8 car's looking really strong.
Yeah, Alvin bumps up to the high line because he sees what Parley and Edtho did there as Edtho moves to the inside looking for the lead.
That is Nomad in the 8 car.
Oh, well, I knew that. Edtho's in the 1.
No worries, both MFF drivers in the field tonight. I actually do have an announcement per race control because Black Cross, one of our Championship 4, unable to make this race, have told me that now 19mm will take his place. He moves up to that 4th spot, so I guess he's going for a championship now.
Man, 19, he deserves to be in this championship 4. He's battled hard all season. I've watched most of the races, and he definitely deserves to be up there in these top 4.
Yeah, and he put on a really good fight last week. Just got beat by Flash, who ended up getting the win. But he gave it his all last week, and initially came up short, but because Black Cross isn't here tonight, he is the next car in line, so we'll see what he can do tonight as he's trying to get around Flash, who had a bit of a wiggle through the middle lane. He's trying to clear him on the outside for the 4th spot. Now, I want to direct your attention to Parley in this number 42 Chevrolet.
That's who I'm
A
on.
very different look. Traditionally has ran the blue and white Credit 1 scheme every single race he has entered. And tonight he's feeling a little lucky. He's going with the lucky green Clover car in that 2nd spot. And I gotta say, as a Chastain fan, I love this paint scheme.
Yeah, I agreed. The blue and black just goes so well together. I mean, I kind of did the same thing for the championship in FR last season. You run something that you don't normally run, and maybe that'll give you some good luck. But I do have to say, quick, Parley has really impressed me this season. I didn't know who he was before he, started in Phantom, and to see how fast he has been and consistent he has been, I've definitely had my eyes on him all season.
Very
He
well
has definitely
said.
been.
Very well
Go
said.
ahead.
I can say the same when I came into the booth there early in the season and got to the pleasure of being up here, and Parley caught my eye in that 42 car, and he has just gotten better and better and better each race that I have seen him here in Phantom, and here he is out in front of the lead with that 12 car of 9mm right on his tail. But there's the number 38. That's my guy. That 38, that's my pick tonight, gentlemen. The 38 is Flash. Flash is taking his championship tonight, gentlemen. That's my pick.
You already know that's my pick too, buddy. You just beat me to it. But my dark horse, that 12 car, 9mm.
My dark horse, I'm going to have to go with my dark horse, and my eye is on this number 37 car of Billy Holcomb. He's going to be joining Phantom, I believe. I think he's going to be joining, it looks like, hopefully season 2. But I'm glad to see him in this Phantom League. I'm glad to see him race against these guys with Flash and Elvin, as Billy's now looking on the bottom side. But
Did Parley just...
He's out!
no!
Oh my God.
As he was leading the race in stage 1, he was swinging to the outside. He was battling 9mm, who, as the dark horse, must have brought his lucky horseshoe to get him all the way up to the front of this pack.
Oh, my man.
And on the other hand, Parley, the green Clover was not lucky.
I'm not a fan of the paint scheme anymore, Timmy.
No.
Oh
There's
my
no
God.
way.
That is
a gut punch. You put all of that work into that setup, putting in all those laps, getting your car dialed in, getting your rhythm down, just to have an engine go down before the 10th lap. That hurts.
My heart breaks for him, man. That's just heartbreaking. Straight up heartbreaking, man. Leading the race in a championship race. You got a shot at the trophy, and at no control, no fault of your own, you end up behind the wall, man. That's absolutely heartbreaking for him.
Oh, we got another one. That
out.
one car's out.
2 already in the garage.
Oh no. This is deja vu.
This is not good. The 2 of my favorite
We had
paint schemes, that one car.
I think Homestead's just cursed. I remember, so for those that weren't around, our 2021 stint, we ran a couple races with this league in 2021. We had a race at Homestead where half the field lagged out, and we had to red flag the race. And we had to...
contact there between the 16 of old Johnny Boy and Billy going into turn 1 here in 4th position. The number 8 of Nomad looking to make it 3 wide. Thought better of it.
Nomad seems to have slipped back since he lost the lead from Parley. Had a pretty strong car at the start, but it seems like he's trying to work his way back forward as he's dealing with the 16.
So before Parley and Edtho had their issues, I was watching Nomad, and you hit it right on the head where I was noticing he was dropping back a little bit from the...
Cyogenic's out too!
And there's,
that's 3!
There's 4. Elvin, they're all backing out.
Out.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say something about possibly restarting, but
I was going to as well because this reminds me of the last time we raced Homestead. We had the same thing happen. The exact same thing.
Timmy, that 66 is looking real sexy, I must say.
Shut up. No one has ever said that, by the way. But I appreciate it.
Well, as long as you don't put a third 6 on there, we'll be all right.
Yeah. Don't have to worry about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are under a red flag. As we get situated, we try to get everybody back in this race. This is way too early for this many cars to lag out.
Yeah.
I think it's only fair that we halt the race exactly.
iRacing, you can't put out that game soon enough.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. That's going to be real interesting. I saw the announcement today. Was it going to be 2023 and 2023 and 2024? Still going to be Heat 5, and then then the expectation of a 2025 the breaking of the iRacing Heat franchise. Is that kind of where it's going to be going with it?
Yeah, so iRacing takes a hold of the license away from Motorsport Games, who ended up selling the license to iRacing, so they now have it, and Motorsport Games gets some of the money that they got for selling it, so that company gets to stay alive for a little while longer as they continue to have a stranglehold on the IndyCar license, which I hope they get rid of that too. But yeah, iRacing will have all the rights to the license, all the exclusivity, everything, and it looks like it'll be out by 2025. They don't say when in 2025, so it could be early.
God, I hope it's for the 500.
It could be late 2025. As long they got, take your time, iRacing. Take your time. As long,
please.
Just get it to work. Get it ready. But I don't want to speak too soon. I've seen the NASCAR gaming scape ever since the EA games were kind of on the downturn. Like, I'm gonna jump back in with Ed, see what's going on here.
Okay, you're good.
Go for it.
So you guys can fill the air while I step out.
We'll fill the air with something.
But no, like, I saw that today, and so as we all were when, 21 Ignition was, said to be coming out, we all got super excited for it because it was just something new. It was a new engine, it was a new developer, it was all new. And then they laid an egg, maybe a dozen, or a million, and
I would not disagree.
But so, like, when I brought it up to a couple of people that iRacing had gotten the license and a new game was coming out, they were like, oh, well, remember what happened last time we got excited for a new game? But I said, like, this is different. This is iRacing. And they have their name on the line. Motorsport Games, who gives it what about Motorsport Games? But, like, iRacing is iRacing. So if they come out with a very good console game that might possibly get people to go over to PC,
Hey, did you guys get invites?
Yes, I did.
Lobby?
I got one from Billy.
Okay. We're ready.
My expectation is that they are going to maybe not bring back the Pro League, but I think that they might have an E-Series, like a Coca-Cola series that they have on PC. They might have something over for console as well.
Yeah.
I would almost kind of expect that a little bit, knowing the iRacing platform and how they have it set up. I think it's going to be a cross mix between that platform and a Heat platform for people who only strictly have consoles. Because remember, there is a large customer base that doesn't have the PC, that doesn't have the money to invest in PC, that can only invest in console gaming. So they have to come up with a game, with a console game that'll fit everybody. That'll fit PC and also strictly console gamers. So
Yep.
I
You're
really
right
think
on the
that they're
money.
gonna to mesh everything together.
Tammy?
Yeah, no, I basically what you guys said. I don't think they've started yet. I've given these guys
They have
ready.
not.
Okay.
Because
But
remember, when it all comes down to it, all comes down to the almighty green American dollar, right?
Yep.
It's all about the money. It's all about the dollar. Where are they going to get the money? Where are they going to get the dollar? You get the money in the dollar. You already got the PC. Now they have the rights to the console gaming. You get the console gaming, and then just like you saw with Heat, years ago with the paint schemes, the DSLs, all the new paint schemes and selling, the paint schemes and everything like that. That's where the money can come in, to where that they're going to have the money for PC plus the money and the income that the revenue that they're going to generate through just the PC or through the console gamers in itself. You combine all that, throw some paint schemes in there, some DSLs. It's all about the almighty dollar, right?
Yep. So I have one? All right, clock's counting down. But I have one. Do you think Parley's going to keep the Clover car?
Yeah.
You do.
That green and black car is too sick, man. I've driven it before. I love it. It didn't bring me good luck, but it'll bring him good luck. I promise you that. I think that's my opinion.
Screen's flipped.
All right, so we can
I
go
just
up.
got I guess up.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
So he just went back, grabbed it, now he's ready to go. Hopefully he didn't forget anything else.
Well, if he did, then he's going to be going without it. He's going to go Conan with it.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, take two. And I'm not talking about the company that owns Rockstar Games. The 2K franchise. Alright, so we got Elvin. I wonder if we're going to get everyone lined back up here.
Yeah, they're not in order.
Yeah. Yeah, if I forgot who was leading. I think it was the 12.
Elvin.
It was Elvin.
You think that they're gonna?
I don't know.
I think they're probably just gonna go get their. Yeah, they're gonna get their starting positions back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because it was Elvin on pole, then Parley,
Flash.
the Nomad, and old Johnny Boy in that number 16 colleague Chevrolet. Outside of him is the number 12 of 19mm.
So we got a little bit of a sneak preview before we go green here of what each of those cars can do. So watch out for that 8 car to try and get out front early on here. But you're going to see the 12 and the 38, I believe, pull away on the long run. But just my thoughts.
From the early view that we saw, the early taste that we have, I couldn't agree more. That 12 car and that 38 car are definitely very, very strong. But I'm telling you right now, gentlemen, mark my words, that number 37, he's got a rocket underneath that car. I'm telling you, it comes straight out of the Hoka Motorsports garage. I'm telling you, he's got plenty of experience here. He loves this track. This is one of his favorite tracks. Watch Billy in that 37. He's going to be there at the end. Mark my words in stone.
So we are back racing here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Elvin leading loose off of 4. Leading and loose, that 51 Chevrolet. But not for long, because here comes that 42 who decided to keep the Lucky Clover on his car and going back to the front with the 8 car in tow. That 8 car firing off on the restart yet again. And everyone else well aware of that, and everyone else taking note of that 12 car, who's once again marching his way up through the pack, back up to third already, is that 12 car.
With that 38 behind him in flash, that 38 is going to be right on the tail of that 12 car. Watch, he's going to go right by Elvin on the outside. He's going to bring the number 1 Avento with him, as they're going to go, that 12 car and that 38 car, they're hooked up. Just like you said, Favre.
I know, like, I know this is the championship race, and they're all trying to be. Ooh, they might be hooked.
Oh!
Oh!
And they are all trying to do the best that they can, do. But, you're looking at two Chevys and two Fords. So do you think manufacturers link up at the beginning part of this race to see if they can work well together, to see if they can, pull away from the other two, if just to try some things out, or are they just all battling whoever?
Well, if it wasn't a Chevy and a Ford and a Chevy and a Ford, I would agree with you. But you got Chevy, Ford, so I would say no.
I say your friends are where you find them.
Yes, sir.
And 1-9 has found Parley, but he's gonna leave him here astray. But that 8 and the 51, they're linking together on the outside.
I love seeing the aggressiveness on that 12 car, 1-9 far. I haven't seen that in a while in that 12 car. Very aggressive. I love it. I
knew he had it in him. So it's good to see him actually, bring it to the track, and for a race that means something.
And look who's bringing him in tow. There's that 38 right there on his bumper. Now, of course, the 12 car moves up, blocks that 42 on the outside, going to open the door for the 38. But knowing that 38, he knows that 12 car comes right back down in the corner just like he did. And he's got Johnny Boy in that 16. And Johnny Boy, he carries some speed too. He might have something to say before this is said and done. Go
it's a closely tight-knit pack, but Parley, he's going to get put in the middle by Elvin. He wants to get back to the front, but he's got Flash to deal with. That's another guy going for the championship. And 1-9, who is now in the Final Four fight. If I had known that this would have happened, I wouldn't have put out that promo about an hour ago. On the YouTube Shorts tab, which, by the way, you should check that out. I put that together at the very last second. Took me almost an hour to put together. I was given all 4 of our championship drivers, not included Black Cross, who, even with our red flags, still not here tonight.
Flash 9 pulls up in front of Elvin.
I was just watching that, and I've also kind of noticed now he's finally moved up, but the 38 was running that bottom far. Can you actually get around here and actually have a good race and have a shot to win running that bottom line?
Watch me in a couple weeks. I'll show you.
All right.
Yes, absolutely.
Noted.
Absolutely.
Noted.
Absolutely. That inside line can be super fast. If your car's set up for it, absolutely.
And when you come up to the booth for that interview that night, I'm going to ask you that question.
Looks like we kind of single-filed out here a little bit, boys. Sitting here riding a little bit.
I tell you what, 1-9 came to play. He has been, ever since he took the lead of this race, no one's been able to touch him. Parley was getting close, but his car started a crab walk through 1 and 2. Kind of clawed up the track, almost got into the wall. He seems to have it in control now. But now you got the 38 car, Showtime Flash, in third. Let's see what he's going to be able to do here. He's just going to analyze where these two are running, just kind of take a mental note, not try to force the issue. It's still early in the race. We should have a pit stop in a few laps time, so
I'd say about 8 to 11 laps is the pit window. Do we know if there's any fuel strategy, or there's no fuel restrictions, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, not this league, no.
I'm kind of following with this 51 gentleman here in 4th spot, and Elvin kind of looks like he's running a little bit tight coming off those corners. He keeps on pushing up there towards that wall. He's not getting the speed I don't think he wants to get. It looks almost like he's actually a little bit tight coming off their corner there at turn 3 and 4.
I want to give a shout out to the number 1 of MFF Ed, though, has found his way up into the top 5 tonight. Good run for this number 1 Chevrolet, who got around the outside of the 16 of Johnny Boy.
We got a battle for the lead.
Battle for the lead. Parley going right back at it on the inside of the 12.
No help on the bottom.
No, the Fords are going to stay linked up on the outside.
Elvin's going to stick up there with him. Elvin sees what's in front of him. He sees two FRR Fords right in front of him. If I'm Elvin, I'm making the same decision. I'm sticking right with that 12 and that 38 and staying right on that high side. Very impressed with 1-9 tonight. Very impressed. I love the excitement. Love the aggressiveness. Love seeing that 12 car out front in the lead tonight, guys.
16-1, slicing and dicing mid-pack. Johnny's going to get back around the 1 car for the top 5 spot. And Flash clawing up the racetrack, running that outside lane. I don't think he wanted to go up there. His car looked like it kind of pushed up. But it worked out for him. Everyone just kind of merged back up where he was since everyone's already kind of running that outside lane. Harley continued to be left out, but he gasses it up. Got really close to the 38 of Flash. Now Elvin is going to link up with the 42 to the inside of 3.
Flash looked like he got a little bit loose coming out of it.
Yep.
The car wiggled just a little bit. He got out of the throttle. Lost that momentum.
That's something to look out for. Corner exits at this track. It's easy for these cars to step out.
You can see just that little bit of wiggle. He got out of the throttle and he lost 2 positions for it.
I was gonna say before Flash did get loose, Parley was the only one down in the bottom line right there, and he wasn't gaining any ground, but he also wasn't losing anything against 3 other cars. So it looks like he's got his car set up to where it can run both lines, or all the lines, and that's something that is a huge advantage here at Homestead.
Well, I remember last summer with Valor and watching Flash battle in that championship round with Bro Chase, Clashin, and JWoww. Flash had a very good car that night. Very, very good car. So I almost anticipated him having such a really good run. That's why I put him as a pick tonight, just because watching him that race last summer here at Homestead in that championship race and seeing how well he did that race made him my pick tonight, because I know he's got a car in that 38. I know he knows how to get around this track. I've seen it.
Oh, he could fall back to last place, and he's still my pick.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know what time it is?
It's showtime, baby!
We have the top 4 in the championship running 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cream always rises to the top,
has
Timmy.
Opened up the outside for all these cars. He's going to merge right back up and protect it. But yeah, Johnny Boy, not afraid to mix things up. He seems to be the only non-championship driver in this pack. He's kind of riding along with them. It's been an impressive run for this 16 Chevy, running in the top 5.
He's a good friend of mine, a good buddy of mine. And I've
Harley
raced with
to
him
the
a lot.
outside of the 12. I wonder if the 12
9
might
mil
be
to pit
coming
road?
in. Yes,
Yes,
he is.
sir.
And the 12 is on pit road.
Is that a little bit of strategy, you think, there, Favre?
He's bringing in a couple of takers.
Yes, sir.
And on the short stop, the 2 MFF drivers of Nomad and Ed. The 00 of I Shoot also on pit road.
You know how many laps do we get per tank, Timmy? Because we are at 20 to go right now, coming to 19.
I think 20. So it looks like it's going to be close. Oh, the 16's around! As he was coming onto pit road, it looked like he might have got the apron.
Parley's on pit road. 19mm just exiting pit road along with Edtho and Nomad.
Oh, we got a side-by-side battle between the 51 and the 38. As they're reaching the end of the fuel window, these guys are going to go side-by-side up at the front. And no one else to worry about in their mirrors.
Flash taking the lead.
Pulls ahead. He's able to get that momentum coming on the inside.
37 of Billy Holcomb just coming onto pit road now. So I believe Flash has to come right here.
42's on the access road now.
He's going to be right. And I've seen this time and time again with you guys in FRR for battling back and forth all season. That Flash will run that thing dry to the tank, just like you. You will run that thing dry. I know you do. You run that to you had nothing but fumes in that thing.
Yes,
I think
sir.
Elvin was taking notes because if anyone has been watching throughout the season, Showtime Flash has been constantly putting on master classes on strategy amongst the rest of the field, and I think Elvin decided his plan was to come in when the 38 came in, and you see those two are on pit road at the same time. Now the 42 is on pit road again. Oh, don't tell me. Not
No.
again.
He's not moving at all, gentlemen.
Yeah, he's not moving. Oh no.
So the 13 is Cyogenics now on pit road.
Yeah, he just came down pit road to make his green flag.
Now, yeah, they get 20, 21 or 20 laps coming out of the pits, so everyone should be able to make it here. But oh man, the 42 of Parley.
And
Now,
another heart. Well, coming out of the pits, Flash has just come out of the pits. He's coming around 3 and 4. 1-9 has got should be at the point.
Yeah, he is in the lead by a mile.
About a half a straightaway over Flash in that 38. Elvin and Nomad, they're battling for third. They're side by side going into 1 and 2. They're side by side 2 abreast.
now,
Elvin makes the pass there.
anyone remember what lap the 12 car came in? Because he was the first one to pit.
3 laps before Showtime Flash came in. So 9mm is going to have to probably save here a lap, I'm guessing.
Well, with a half a straightaway, he can be able to do it, I would think.
Yep. See, this is the perfect... See, Flash and I have the same thought process on when to pit and what to do. Because this is, like, I don't even... If I'm Flash and Alvin right now, I'm not even concerned about getting to 9mm because you know he has to be light on that throttle, try and save as much as he can. Plus, you got 2 or 3 lap fresher tires. So you're going to eventually get him.
And plus, also, this is the championship race. So points are pretty much out the window. It's the best finisher wins the championship. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So points are out the window. So stage points are out the window. All that is out the window. It doesn't matter where you finish in the stages. What matters is where you finish when that checkered flag waves. So, I mean, if you're, just like you said, Favre, if you're Flash and Elvin, you can push it, sure. You can. They're already catching them with just by the drafting itself. But you don't have to. You don't have to risk it. You don't have to throw as much of a risk out there.
And Enzo up into the wall off of 4. Looks like he just got tight. Lost 2 positions.
So Billy Holcomb and I shoot. The 2 FTR drivers going to scoot on by the number 1 car.
Now, Billy, I know Billy's strategy, and this is classic Billy, that where he kind of just lays back, learns the guys that are in front of him the first 2 stages. Watch, mark. I've told you, put it in stone. Stage 3, that 37 is going to be there.
As the 38 of Showtime Flash 9 catches 9mm, looks to the inside, as well as Alvin right behind him, and Flash is cleared.
I'm wondering if that's the 12 car having to save that lap or 2 of fuel, knowing that, hey, this is only stage 1. He's in 3rd spot. Get to the end of the stage, restart 3rd. You'll be on the bottom row, right behind probably the 38 of Flash. He'll be sitting in a catbird seat in that 12 car. He knows he's got a rocket ship.
Quickly, Timmy, did Cyogenic get a penalty on pit road?
I do not know. I do know when he pitted, he seemed to have already been pretty far behind, so I wouldn't be able to tell.
Okay.
And Parley in the chat, wishing his competitors best of luck, along with a sad face emoji. That sucks, man. I'm gutted.
It just heartbreaks for that guy, man. In a championship race, a shot at the trophy, and at no control whatsoever, you find yourself behind the wall and as a spectator and a fan, and that's just heartbreaking. That sucks.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to see what Parley can do tonight. He's been getting closer and closer to finally getting that first win, and what a way it would have been to get it at the night of the championship. And seems like engine will strike again for him. And I hated to see that because I've gotten to know Parley. Seems like a really cool dude. I've even gotten to race with him in his league over on Fridays, the American Championship Series. I think it's what it's called, which is tomorrow night. I'm hoping to make that one, so I hope he'll be there too, so we can put on a show over there. But man, that's unfortunate. But yeah, now we got these three, and then there were three, and here they are up at the front. Flash, Elvin, and 1-9.
I'm kind of dependent on you guys on the lap count a little bit. I'm waiting on a pair of new glasses. I broke my glasses, and I've ordered a new pair of glasses this week. But I've got contacts in, so I can see the screen and far away, but I cannot see close up. So I have my phone and I have the stream going, but everything is just a blur up close. So.
Alright, I got you.
I'm leaning on you guys as far as the lap count as far as that's concerned.
We're at 7 to go.
All right.
As Nomad gets loose off of turn 2, right behind Billy, but he gathers it up. Doesn't lose pretty much any time.
It seems like this looks like the battle for fourth. I think Johnny's got the fourth spot.
Yeah, Johnny's in fourth, Billy in fifth, and Nomad in sixth.
We got a battle for seventh between Ed and I Shoot. I Shoot in the double zero car, making his second start in Phantom. He made his debut at Michigan a couple weeks ago. Actually led some laps in that race.
So Timmy, if you're one of these top 3 drivers, well, let's just say Elvin and 19mm, are you, since stage points don't matter, are you going to try and, even if you do lose a spot, are you going to try and see if you can get past them and see ways that you can try and work your way different lines to see if you can gain an advantage on Flash, just so you know that later in the race?
Yeah.
Or are you just sitting there and riding?
But I don't want to give them any ideas either, so it's kind of a tough balancing act. It also depends on.
Let me ask the champion himself. What are you doing if you're sitting in second, third place, Favre? Let me ask the champion. What are you doing if you're in second or third behind that 38 right now?
Well, you don't let them know what you have prior to race day, and then once the race comes around and you know you got a better car, then you just do whatever you want and just try some things out, because it's too late. They can't go back and make their car better. So if you know you got a better car, yeah, you do whatever moves you want to make, and see what you can do for later in the race. 100%. I'd be back there trying to make all the moves in the world.
Now, do you think the 12 car may have showed his hand a little bit too soon as far as what he actually had, in fact, had, maybe?
I don't know. I don't think so.
3 to go.
Here comes the 51 looking underneath the Flash now, going to 3, guys.
He heard me.
Yeah, he did.
He decided now's my cue. Slide job up into 4. Oh! Things getting really close, really, Harry. Right in front of the 12.
But knowing Flash, man, he is calm, cool, and collected as a cucumber behind that 38 car. He isn't even breaking the sweat.
Flash got loose there. Now 19's going to go for second.
He's going to look. Flash isn't even going to give him a challenge. And I think that's a perfect move. Personally, I would love to start in that third spot, bottom row, behind the leader in stage 2. I think that's just a catbird seat to be.
White flag, boys. White flag stage 1.
While that was going on, Billy Holcomb has marched his way up into 4th. Got himself ahead of the 16 of Johnny. Flash, who was leading most of this stint, got passed by Elvin, and 19mm followed along.
Looking to the inside off of 4.
He's going to go to the inside. Going to try to take the lead. And at the end of the stage break,
yeah, Elvin's gonna
didn't have enough of a run to do it. Elvin's going to hang on.
Parley,
There's
bro.
Parley.
There he is.
My heart hurts for you, dude.
And my heart breaks for you, my man.
I appreciate you hopping up here, buddy, for sure. I will say you did have a really good looking car.
Oh man.
I gotta ask though, at what point during the week did you get the idea to run the Clover scheme? Because all year you've been running the blue and black Credit One car.
Well, I tell you what, Parley, man, I'm watching you all season, and you have just it's been a pleasure watching you. Been a big fan of yours. Watching each race, you getting better and better and better and faster and faster and faster. You've had a heck of a season, and I've had a blast watching you all season, and I can't wait to season 2 to watch you some more, my friend.
That's interesting. The 13 car,
I was just about
Cyogenic,
to say it.
stayed out, and now he's the leader to this race. At the start of
pulling
stage
away.
2, they're getting all squirrely at the back of the pack. Meanwhile, this 13's starting to pull away.
Only for a second, because here comes that 51 and that 12 and that 38.
And the
They're
12.
bearing down.
We're going to go 3 wide for the lead in stage 2. Elvin takes it. He's going to take it down low. Here's the 38. 12's following along. And the 37 of Billy. As Cyogenic tries to hang on.
Nomad looking to the inside of Billy and Cyogenic.
And I shoot making it 3 wide, splitting the difference.
On pit road because he stayed out during the stage break. He was on old tires.
But I had said this right away. Look at the 8 car make his way back up to the front. He's got an awesome short run car.
He clipped the apron through the middle. He had to stay low for the 0-0 of I Shoot, who had a good restart as well. He's up into the top 5, going for 4th on Elvin. And Billy Holcomb's up into 3rd.
Elvin's trapped there on the bottom. That's not where he wants to be. He's going to slide up now in front of Nomad where he wants to be, back up into the groove.
He is for me. So, can I ask your opinion, Parley? What did you see out of your competitors tonight? Your championship 4 competitors, and what do you think's going to happen throughout this run? Yeah, 100%. We were talking about this earlier on in the race, that the 12 car, I raced against 1-9.
Ooh!
Actually got wicked loose off of 2, kept it off of Elvin, but he got into the wall. He's all right.
And 1.9 millimeter is not an aggressive driver, but it's good to see that he's trying to be tonight. He deserves to be up there, and it's awesome to see that he's got a contending car for sure.
Well, when you're in the mix, when your name is in that hat to earn that trophy, I love when you can smell it and you can almost taste it. You got to go for it, and I love watching 9mm in that position, man. I love seeing this in that 12 car, seeing him aggressive, and seeing him go for that trophy, baby.
Looks like Ed, though, may have gotten loose off of turn 2 and spun it. He's just in the middle of 3 and 4 right now.
Looks like Elvin's got back up to the bumper of the 37. He was getting held up. Him and the 00 were going at it for a little while, and that's when him and iShoot got together when he got loose. But and that's the second trip to pit road. He's already behind. So I wonder what that 13 is brewing. As Elvin tried to make a move on the 37 of Billy. Had nothing for him that time.
And Billy stayed right
now,
in that
what do you
groove,
do if you got Billy Holcomb in third? He is the highest running non-championship driver. If you're in this position, what do you do? What's your approach if you're Billy? You don't want to ruin any of these guys' races, but at the same time, you want to show what you can do as well. You want to try to get yourself a good result.
Are you guys seeing this 13 car?
Well, to answer your question, Timmy, if I'm in the race, I'm in the race to win. I'm not in a race to just get a position or to earn respect or to earn stripes. I'm racing to win. So if I'm the 37, I might not be in a championship mix. I'm not going to win the championship, but I'm here to win.
He finds himself right in the middle, stirring the pot. As these top four have separated themselves from the rest of the pack. iShoot running in the 5th spot. So Johnny Boy 6th, Nomad in 7th, and Cyogenic still on pit road.
And I'll be honest with you, Favre, that's one of the things that I absolutely admire watching you drive over the past couple of seasons and watching you, especially this season, FRR, just the tenacity, just you're here to win and nothing else. And that's what I love watching, and that's what I'm a big fan of.
Yeah, I appreciate that, buddy.
I love it. That's the competition in me. That's what I love. I love seeing. I don't, of course you always have your races where you don't have your car set up, you miss a setup, whatever. You're given a bucket of bolts and you gotta deal with what you got. But when you come to the racetrack, correct me if I'm wrong, you don't come to the racetrack to finish second. You come to the racetrack. No,
I don't think anybody ever does, though.
Right. Regardless if it's a championship race or not, right. You're here to win.
That 12 car is searching.
Yes, I was just about to say it. But a little over halfway through this fuel run, the top four have pulled away. It looks like they're kind of just riding at the moment, but like you said, Timmy, that 12 he's peeking his, like, look at him. He's trying to see what would get him a better entry or exit and for later on in this run. Yep. Really? I don't know if I agree with you. I was sitting there watching you. You were when the 12 was out front and the 38 was behind him, you were the only one down in the bottom. And I mean, you weren't really gaining anything on the 12, but you also weren't losing anything. So, I mean, you can make that bottom line work. If you got your car set up for it, which I think you did, you can make some ground.
Oh, the 37 out of shape off of 4.
Those are some worn tires and getting loose. We talked about it in the pre-race.
He opens the door for Elvin. He's going to let him get in line as he takes over the 3rd spot. Now the championship drivers are 1, 2, 3 once again. And that before that happened, the 38 looked like he got tight off exit. And the 12 looked like there wasn't really a whole lot of room for him to go, so he just had no choice but to just kind of stay there.
coming to 21 to go, crossing the line here, boys. What are you looking at doing? You thinking about short pitting or running it out? Looking like they only have about 4 or 5 laps left of gas. Are you trying to run this out or short pit?
I try to run it out, if possible. Seeing how that worked for the 38 and the 51 the last stage, they had a huge gain over the 12. And even though the 12, once he got behind them, he was able to stick together. I don't know, I'd want those fresh tires at the end.
If I can short pit 1 lap before the rest and still make it on fuel, that's when I'm pitting.
So we are in our fuel window right now, guys.
Yes, he does.
Pushing hard on Flash's bumper down the back straight. Yeah.
He does. I almost made contact with the wall that time. You're right.
Yeah, I noticed that a couple laps ago. We got really close to it.
Very interesting. I was riding on top of the hood of the 12 car, coming off of turn 2. That 12 car could have made a move right underneath him. He had the momentum, and he had plenty of momentum coming off of that corner down the straight. He could have easily made that pass on the 38. He chose to give him a bump and stay in the draft.
Johnny and I shoot came onto pit road earlier. The 8-car Nomad makes his entrance now. So I think we're getting close to the end of the fuel window. Pit stop should be underway soon. If not this lap, likely the next one.
1 Carvetto entering pit road.
I think I saw the leader move down. So he might be signaling, he might be coming in now.
All 4.
As a matter of fact, all of the leaders are coming in. 51 of Elvin leapfrogs ahead of the 12 on pit entry. Now we'll see if that stands. I wonder if he might have got too hot coming in. Yeah, the 13 car's been on pit road for a long time.
And I believe the 00 is out now too.
No way. He
hasn't moved for me.
He probably is, because he came on the pit road quite a while ago.
He is out. He is
another one bites the dust. Oh shoot.
He's a good buddy of mine. I met him, brought him over from the defunct Hammer Down, and now GHRS. And a good friend of mine, when I came back to FTR to race the Billy's League, I brought iShoot with me, and I'm glad I did, because he's a good guy, good racer, a lot of respect on the track, and I'm absolutely stoked and excited that he's going to be here in Phantom. I love seeing it.
As Tibby, you were talking about seeing if it would stand if the 51 did beat 12 off of pit road, and it did.
But another thing I noticed, look at how far ahead the 38 has gotten.
Bye-bye.
What a stop for Flash. It is showtime tonight.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Top 3 are about the same, with the 2nd and 3rd place cars have switched hands. Billy Holcomb still keeping in touch in that 37 Chevy, and Johnny Boy rounding out the top 5 in that number 16 car.
Now, if you're the 51, the 12, and the 37, you taking note of this for stage 3 as far as that pit stop that 38 just completed?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Doing whatever you can to get in front of that 38 so he is not able to full send it into pit road. He's got to check up for you.
And that's why I said my strategy would have to be, because I know that 38's got a rocket, and it's going to take some kind of strategy to beat him. So if I can time it correctly, and I hit the nail on the head, and I can pit 1 lap before that 38, I might have a shot. And that's what I'll be thinking if I'm the 51 and the 12.
Well, I don't even know if it's that, but like for me personally, racing against Flash 9, it's just these little itty bitty things that you can do to try and help yourself out. And I mean, against all of these top four, you know, Billy looks like he's losing some ground a little bit to second and third, but Elvin, Flash, and 9mm, I mean, it's just the smallest little details that you can do during a race that can help you out and get you out front. And then they have to be the one to pass you, not vice versa.
Okay, now you just opened a door for me here. A three-time FRR champion. The small things. This is something I'm trying to learn from and picking the brain of a champion here. The small things. What do you expand on that? What do you mean the small things that help you win the race? What do you mean by that?
Well, like I was just saying, like if I'm Elvin or 9mm, seeing how he just entered pit road, okay, so then I would be telling myself I need to try and get exactly what I said earlier, just trying to get ahead of him so he is not able to do whatever he wants and get on the brakes whenever he wants. He's got to make sure he doesn't hit you going into pit road. So maybe he has to check up a little bit. But just losing that little bit of extra time being behind you going into pits is going to cost him, you know, a tenth or 2/10, and that right there could make or break your race, win or lose you the race. So it's just little itty bitty things like that that put you on top, you know. So I'm curious to see what Elvin and 9mm do here. What do you think, Timmy?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as well. I mean, right now, I'm just do what they're doing right now, just kind of stay linked together, try to see if you can gain any sort of time. And I was going to ask, I don't really have an interval count, but does it look like these two are gaining on the 38 by chance? Or
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Maybe a tenth or two.
As well, they have enough time to do anything once they get there.
Well, I tell you what, that 38 is running such a perfect line. I'd say that's stretching if it's even a tenth or two, even in a draft. That 38's just running a perfect line, right on that black stripe, right in the middle, all the way around. I don't see him gaining. If anything, I actually see him kind of expanding by the end of the time they get to the end of the straight.
Coming to 8 to go here,
in the
Timmy.
12. They're gonna have 8 more laps to try to do something. That last lap, they looked like they were all over the place on entry.
In the pits.
He passed him on the pit road. Yeah, he passed him on pit entry and came out ahead.
Well, this is also something to put into the back of your mind if you're Elvin and 9mm. Seeing that he got out ahead, thinking, okay, well, we got 2 cars to his 1, we'll be able to catch him. And not being able to catch him. So now it's coming to, you know, game time. I mean, we're coming up to the final stage here. So you've got to really think about what you want to do and where you want to put your car and what positions you want to put yourself in. I mean, this is a season. You gotta be super aggressive. I think we're going to see some really aggressive racing, because if the 38 car gets out in front in stage 3 like this,
it's game
I don't
over.
think there's any. Yeah, it's game over.
Game over. That 38, just like you said, man, he is way too strong. If he breaks out like this in stage 3, you can sign, seal, deliver that trophy right to that 38 and Showtime Flash, and shows up in the Showtime lights, because that thing is flying.
Agreed.
He is straight pulling away by the time he gets to the end of the straight, gentlemen. Right, and then they close up just a little bit in the center of the curve. That's it, right in the center of the turn at the rotation. They kind of close up in a little bit, but Flash gets such momentum coming off of that corner down the straight. almost pulls that lead back and stretches it out, almost like
4 to
kind of an
go.
accordion.
Coming, yeah, 4 to go, boys.
We've seen some crazy things, so like I said, I mean it's game time. So you're throwing everything and the kitchen sink in this stage, in this pit stop. Maybe make an adjustment or two and see if you can have some for the 38 car. Maybe get them back in traffic and maybe make some contact with the wall or maybe another car or something like that gets a little damage, and use that to your advantage. And maybe that can be the difference of the race. Who knows?
I am perplexed by this 13 car.
I know. That's what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying earlier, Timmy, is that, like, he was driving around pit road, going backwards. He's still moving in pit road, so it's like he's there.
He's got to be there, right? There's no way he's out of this race.
Looking like on my
I got to give a shout out to that Geico crew, the Germain Racing number 13 team. They are working hard,
Really
getting
trying to
that
get
car
that thing.
fixed. They want to get some points at the end of this race, because these guys, even they're not going for a championship, they're still getting points at the end of this. So they're going to try to send them back out there if they can. But
Flash
so
is
far,
pulling back away.
yeah.
No quit. No quit. No matter what, no quit.
So while all that's going on, we'll cycle through the rest of the field and give some shout outs.
White flag.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You're good.
Billy Holcomb holding serve in 4th place, having himself a good run. I mentioned at the start of the show, he actually made a start with us earlier in the year at Pocono, and we actually had a full field for that race. So it was nice to see him out there, nice to see him back in this race. It's a little low there, but not to worry, in this stage is now in the books. And Showtime Flash 9 letting everyone else know that it's about to be showtime.
He's put this field on notice with that run.
Now, Parley, you still here? I gotta ask, are you gonna be on tomorrow? All right. Yeah, I've been good. I missed the last two, and I'm really hoping I can make this next one, because we're racing Pocono tomorrow, right? I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, and that's what I love about it. I'll tell you that Roval race we had was a lot of fun. Not for any particular reason, but like besides the obvious reason, it was a lot of fun regardless. And we're back racing here for stage 3. Flash is still the leader. Elvin's second, 19mm in third.
38 got a great jump, guys. Great jump on a 38 right there.
Oh, Billy into Johnny! Got loose off of 2. The 16 car was there. Gave him a little bit of a hip check, but these two straightened it out, and we're still good.
No harm, no foul.
Elvin looking to the inside of Flash 9 for the lead off of 4.
4, the lead here in Miami.
Ooh.
He's got the entry, though. Can his car hold the bottom?
He's going to.
Oh, that is a good center. And he's got it. Elvin to the lead. Well, he's lucky the spot opened up from the 8 car. Ed gets loose at the back. He's hanging on to it. But Elvin Priest, this 51 Chevrolet, still itching for his first win of the season. What a night it would be if he can get it when it matters most. He is out front here in Miami ahead of the 38 of Flash, the 37 of Billy Holcomb in third ahead of 19mm in the 12.
Wait a minute. Elvin hasn't won this season?
Not once.
Nope.
Well,
He's been a bridesmaid many a times, but never the bride, my friend.
Elvin, we're going to have a talk here.
Well, I think that goes to show just how competitive this league is.
Yes, sir.
When a fast guy like Elvin,
There goes the one.
Ed is out of control off of turn number 2, gets it straightened out. Another close call, but we got a battle for the lead again. Flash back to the inside, pulling the same move that Elvin pulled on him, but he's going to bring Billy with him. Now Holcomb's up into second.
It looked like Elvin just overshot the entry right there.
I missed it because I was looking at the one car getting sideways as that happened. Now what does this 37 have for the 38? That 37 of Billy came to play tonight.
This is what
I'm running a little bit of a lower line through 3 and
This
4.
is what I wanted to see right here. The
There it
37 and
is.
38 goes side by side into turn 1, guys. Here we go.
Here comes Billy to
Got
the
him cleared.
inside.
Put Billy to the point.
Billy Holcomb leading here in Phantom at Homestead, Miami. Gonna put everyone here on notice.
I guarantee you, if you were to check the brow of that 38 car in Flash, there's not one drop of one bead of sweat. He is calm, cool as a cucumber right in that 38. He knows what's going on. He knows what he's got. He's going to be setting this thing up. Watch.
Now, this is not out of the ordinary for those that have been following along with the Phantom playoffs since race number 1. The playoff races have pretty much been dominated by non-playoff drivers, like Cyogenic, who had won, I think, 4 of the last 9 races, or something like that. Jojo CY Later, one of our newer entries in the series, he's not here tonight, but he got a win at Watkins Glen. The Ghost came so close to getting a win at Iowa, and now Billy Holcomb want to put himself in the spoiler party. He wants to add himself to that list of drivers, spoiling the fun for the championship contenders.
Oh,
I'll try and figure it out here. Okay,
It's
so we
going to
got
come down
44
to
to
that
go.
last stop. It's going to come
Yes,
down
sir.
to the very last stop is what it's going to come down to. If we stay caution-free, which we've been all race long, and pretty much anticipate, we're going to be caution-free, I anticipate, it's going to come down to the last stop, gentlemen. Just like last season at Valor, the key to that race, and all 4 guys in that Final 4, that they banked that entire race, that championship, on that very last stop here at Homestead, and I don't see it being any different here tonight here at Phantom.
Now, these last couple of stages, we saw the top 4 cars kind of break away. And we still got quite a ways to go before the pit stop, but so far it seems like maybe that 8 car's gotten to work on his race car. Now he's able to keep up with this top 4. Oh, I might have spoke too soon. He's still got a hold of the draft as he hits the wall. Hang on to it, Nomad. They won't be able to see him coming, that camouflage car. He's got that sneaky advantage, getting ready for the stealth attack. Billy's getting really tight off of 4.
That might be even a little bit more camouflage, but I'm not counting that 16 out of old Johnny boy. I'm not counting him out either.
Johnny might
He's
actually
still
be
there.
running these guys down. He was a
Yeah,
little bit further
he's still
back.
He's sniffing that draft. He's right there on the tail end of that draft, right off of Nomad. So he's right there, right where he wants to be, I think.
Yeah, if Johnny can catch this 8 car, And he's right where he wants to be.
We're getting to that part of the run where that 38 is real quick.
I'm riding on the hood of the 38 now as he's right behind Billy, and you can tell he's just riding right now. If he wanted to take that 37, he would make a move. He could get that momentum coming off of the corner. But it looks to me that he's just being patient, and he's just being casual and just logging some laps here in stage 3, trying to get to these green flag pit stops. He could, if he wanted to, he could get that momentum and take him down the straight. But he's just riding right now.
I want to give a shout out to everyone that's tuned into this race tonight. Shout out to everyone in the chat, including Rick, asking how many cars we have left. We're down to 7. This is a race of attrition. It's all about survival tonight, and we saw just about everything that's been thrown at our drivers. We've had a couple of drop out.
That 8 car's getting wicked loose coming off the corners.
Battle for 5th brewing up. That 8 car is out of control.
He's holding on for dear life. Is that how loose you like it, Favre? That loose? Breaking loose like that, holding on dear life, or just a little bit snugger than that?
Give it to me. Come on.
I don't know how you do it.
I should send you the video. I should send you the video of me driving Watkins Glen once, and then you'll understand.
Please do. Actually, please do. I love watching the videos. I love watching the film. That's actually how I learned. But to be honest with you,
actually, Niner Dan actually took a video of me in person driving the wheel, and then you'll understand how I drive every single track.
Dude, you don't have any idea how much I've been wanting to try to take a training course with you. Just try to learn how the hell you do it.
As a 38's looking to the inside of Billy.
Yep.
He's going to clear ahead of Billy. Get the lead back.
And Billy's signaling on pit, guys. I think Billy's coming down pit road now. Yep.
Billy Holcomb peels down to the bottom. He's going to let these leaders go by. And 37 will come in early for his service. Really hot. And these 3 have gapped themselves a bit from Johnny and Nomad, who are still nose to tail for what is now 4th place. As we ride on board with the number 8. We'll get a shot of
Billy coming out of pit road.
Yep,
34 laps remaining in this race.
He got on
Flash
clean.
has about 3 laps of fuel in the tank left. Okay, he's going to go to the outside. Opens up the door for Johnny. Down low. Scoots up high. Not cutting him any slack there, as his car got really tight in the center. They remain side by side down the straightaway. Yeah, Johnny's gonna finish the deed and get the spot.
Johnny Boy's gonna make it clear here. Here comes Johnny Boy making his pit stop.
1-9 stepped out, got loose. Yeah, the 16 and the 8 are on pit road now. Top 3 remain on track. Yeah, they should.
I believe they're all going to be. All 3 of them should be coming in right here.
Flash definitely will be.
Yeah, they'll definitely be coming in together. But to
All
answer
right,
your
ladies and
question,
gentlemen.
Favre, yes, absolutely, because I want to learn from the best, and there ain't nobody better to learn from than the 3-time defending and reigning FRR champion. So any film that you want to send me, you send me.
How close can you get?
Oh,
He came in
they actually
red
made
hot.
contact.
That was close.
Second nature. Second nature.
They both made it in, I'm pretty sure, but
Flash definitely kept it below the tack, but
I don't think I've seen
51, it's
Flash
gonna be
get
really
a penalty.
close.
And then all those times, I don't think I've ever even seen Flash get a penalty. Maybe once, and that was
I
not
remember,
even a fault of his own.
I remember he got one at Dover.
Did he?
That was a while ago.
Hey, 'cause he is so
he might have had
good.
another one at Atlanta as well, but those are the only two that come to mind.
yeah, 51 had a great entry.
What an entry for Elvin Priest. Now let's see if he can be able to capitalize on it. He will come out ahead of the 38 of Flash. And these two are going to have a big gap over the 12 of 1-9. Now we got both of these two cars, the 51 and the 38, two of the fastest cars on track. In complete isolation, we'll see how these two, we already saw what the 38 was like, up front in clean air with no drafting help.
Oh, he's already ready.
He looks like he's already got a whiff of that draft.
Yeah, he's
so
already
he should be
really
there in no time.
Yep, he's there already now, coming in at 3 and 4. He's going to be there in just a second, but he's reeling them in quick.
Elvin, that was a hard charge into the center of the turn.
Got real tight.
And it bit back at him. He had to catch the car to keep it off the wall, but it cost him some time.
That's
Flash
the real.
was already there.
That's the real issue or problem with that 38 car, because I've been in the position where Elvin is, quite a few times now, and like Shady said, 38, it's just sitting there riding. It's just another race. It ain't no championship race. It's just another race.
Now,
meanwhile, the car in front.
Billy Holcomb, I should point out, because he pitted early, he is cycled to the lead.
And I was just about to ask that. I was wondering to ask that because as the 37 came around, when these guys came out, I knew he got the lap back, so that had to put the 37 to the point.
I believe
like
3.
3 or 4. He came in pretty early.
I think it was at the magic number is 3 on that one.
They're already there
now. They are there now with about 3 lap fresher tires than Billy does, so. There he goes.
It's going to stay high for the 51 and the 38.
Billy gets into the wall just a little bit, coming off a 4. Definitely lost more momentum than he wanted to, but I think he should be okay getting under this draft, latching on behind Flash.
Harley, I think you hit it right on the head with 9mm. Now that they're together, he's got to hope for a caution here. He's got an amazing car, but just with the draft, I don't know if he's going to be able to catch him, especially with Billy up there.
Yeah, you got that third car with Billy in that draft. That's, yeah. 9's got to pray for a caution here.
It ain't over till it's over, though.
Nope.
Flash looking around, finding a way around Elvin. Going to put his car where Elvin's isn't. He was about half a lane higher through 3 and 4.
I think Flash is honestly just riding and saving the fuel. I mean, seriously, if you're the 51,
that's exactly what he's doing.
If you're the 51, you're burning the more fuel than the 38, and the 38 knows it, and he loves it. He said, you want to ride that lead? You go right ahead.
Flash, I appreciate you keeping it close for the sake of the broadcast, but you're not fooling me. Come on now.
Oh.
I've broadcasted too many FRR races. I know you guys too well. But I love the strategy, man. One of these
Billy
days I'll be
Holcomb's
able to
hooked right back up.
put this kind of strategy together. Watching it, one of these days I'll be able to put it together. But watching these guys put this thing together, and the strategy that's being used on both sides, on all three sides, Elvin, Flash, and Billy, the strategy of all three of them, I love it. It's just fascinating to me. How it's all going to play out is really going to be cool.
Oh, appreciate you, man. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't tell people to go and watch my streams, but it's cool to.
Oh, no! Get that back, Flash! Come on! There you go.
Now we're making things exciting.
He was just he did that on purpose. He's making Elvin think a little bit, like,
No,
oh my,
didn't.
am I got?
No, he didn't. He almost shit his pants on that one.
Oh,
And there he goes.
So
Gonna set him up inside.
Now he said, "Now I had enough of this. Enough of this hanky panky.
This is for the lead and possibly for the championship. To the lead goes Flash.
He's not clear.
Not cleared the 51. He's still there on the outside. Billy Holcomb's gonna stay with him. Elvin greatly appreciated that 37.
He's
Keeping
clear.
him even with the 38
He's
this
clear.
time by.
Got it now. Got it now.
You can kiss him goodbye. Flash back to the lead.
Well, anyway, I'll close it, Parley, but I appreciate you. It's always cool to hear that people watch my streams and whatnot to see what they need to do. So that's awesome. Appreciate you, buddy. Mm-hmm. Oh, I appreciate you, buddy. That's awesome.
Farv, you'd be very surprised how many people actually dissect your film. I mean, at the number of wins that you have, the number of championships that you have, you almost kind of be kind of dumb not to try to study how you do it and what you do. I do it all the time. After every FRR race throughout the week, I literally dissect it frame by frame, line by line to see if what I can pick up. That's why any kind of questions I ask, you'd be surprised, man. You teach a lot of people by not even doing anything.
Well, you know where I learned a lot of my stuff?
Do tell.
That 38 car.
Uh-huh. I would have thought the opposite.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
8 cars and that onto pit road.
I strive to be the 38 car. To want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So.
But you beat the three times running now.
Hey, he beat me 3 times before that. So.
Oh, okay. Noted.
Billy Holcomb sticking to his guns. Pitted early the last stop, pitting early this time.
It's money making time, boys.
He got him out ahead the last stop. And with less than 20 to go, we'll see where he comes out as these two have an island to themselves.
I think that 37 just might be playing this perfect, boys. If he didn't get a penalty, that short pit really worked out for him. If he times it right, this could really work out for him. Here he comes out of his pits now.
So this is exactly what I was talking about in stage 1 or stage 2. This is the exact spot that I was talking about. 51 of Elvin. I think if it were me personally, would try to get around. Oh, never mind.
The leaders took notice. They took notice of what Billy did. Elvin comes in red hot.
Oh, he came in hot. I don't know if he. I'm gonna have to watch this one. I'm gonna be counting on this one. I don't know if Elvin got underneath of it. Do you think?
It's money making time.
Now is not the time to lay back. It's time to go for it all, and Elvin went for it. 19mm also came in this time by.
He went for it, but Flash is a master of it. So it's
oh man, this is gonna be stupid close. Flash has got a really good pit stop.
Here comes Flash out.
He's out!
Side by side. Flash
As they
got
go
him.
through each other, but regardless of that, Showtime Flash still comes out ahead.
And here comes Billy off around turn 2.
Billy Holcomb up to speed.
About to get interesting, guys.
They might actually come out ahead of Billy.
Hey, they did, but he's going to be right there on the draft, so you're going to have these top 3. How many laps left we got? You can see?
We'll find out here in
this time by
2 seconds. 13.
13.
Yeah, it was less time this time by.
Alright, so that was the last pit stop. That was the money-making pit stop right here. So you got the top 3. 2 in for the championship.
And have Billy Holcomb be our camera car for these closing laps.
How much?
As everyone else is running their own race, these guys are on their own island.
How much you want to bet the heart of that heart of that 51 car? His heart is practically beating out of his chest right now.
I can tell you right now, though, Shady, Flash is not cool as a cucumber anymore.
No. After he got that thing wiggled, he got his game face right on real quick, and he took. You could see him kick it into gear. You could see that. You could almost see it. He got into game time mode.
Yep.
But my question is Billy pitted what, 2 laps before these guys, or 3? Was it about 2 or 3? Does 2 or 3 laps make that much of a difference where those 2 guys are just peeling away from him right now?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, go.
The thing is though, he pitted like at a much sooner deficit on the first stop, and he was still able to keep up. These guys pitted much earlier, so it wasn't that much of a lap difference, and he's completely lost touch.
And I think it's only at 2 laps. I think it was literally only 2 laps this time around. But you can see, I mean, they have just separated themselves. I'm gonna have to remember that this Tuesday. I got a race here on Tuesday night. I'm gonna have to make a note of that.
Elvin peeking to the outside.
Seeing a hole. He's barging through the door. Open up! I want to go through.
Oh, he's sticking to that outside.
He's sticking to the outside.
He wants that outside.
Jumping that dirty air on his right rear quarter. He's in the wall!
That just did it. Goodbye. Game over. Good night, Irene. That's exactly what Flash needed. Now, unless that Flash makes a mistake, kiss him goodbye, gentlemen.
Welcome to my world, Elvin Priest.
That was all it took.
Hey, it's not over yet, boys. Yeah, I mean...
yeah, it is.
Elvin heard the saying.
Yeah, it is.
He took the turn balls to the wall to a whole new level. You're not supposed to be on the wall.
Flash is not making any mistakes here. What, we got 10 to go? 9 to go?
Coming to 6 to go.
6 to go. Yeah, the game over. Flash is too good. Flash
now
is
the
too
last
good of a
time, if the last time this league has raced at Homestead is any indication, who knows, maybe the trend's set, because last time we raced here, we had a pretty much a clean race up until like 6 to go. Cryogenic was he was the leader of that race, and I think it was either me or Hamlin Nation were going at it for second, completely out of the picture. And then there was a wreck at the back, and once that caution came out, we were back in the fight. But I think we're starting to get to less than 5,
yeah,
so
that's not happening.
it's,
5 to
it's
go
already
right
too
now.
late.
Yeah, with 7 drivers on the track, no cautions at all this race.
So much for the trends.
No. Flash has got too good of a car, and he's too good of a driver. Break out the trophy, gentlemen. Break out the trophy and champagne. It's party time. It's showtime. Yeah. Especially all season, man. He's had shots all season to win, and it's always been just either one mistake, even if it wasn't somebody else's mistake and just got caught up in it. He's just not been able to seal the deal for whatever reason.
I believe 3. Yeah, he's trying, man. He's sending it.
He might be too far, too late. This Flash, all he has to do is just keep running his race. 3 to go. This could be a podium finish for Billy Holcomb. He's got a huge gap over 19mm. So, be looking forward to talk to him.
Absolutely. And great to see. It's going to be great momentum for him going down as we continue on.
2 to go, boys.
Game over.
All right, Timmy. It's all you, buddy.
What a year it has been here in the Phantom Racing League. 19 weeks, 19 other races, and it all comes down to this. Showtime Flash had put on a masterclass all season long, captured 5 checkered flags throughout the entire year, starting up at week 2 at Auto Club and down to last week with a clutch win at Phoenix to get him to where he is now. And this will be win number 6 to secure himself the championship here in the Phantom Racing League. Showtime Flash 9 is your Season 1 Phantom Racing League champion.
Flash, congratulations, buddy. I would just like to quick congratulate you on the one and only championship you will be getting this season. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. But no, man, I don't get the chance to sit back and watch you race quite often. Normally, I'm having to battle you. So, you put a lot of work into this season, and happy to see you do it and come out on top, man. You deserve it, dude. You know why? Because it's showtime.
Enough said right there.
And we finally give these Gen 6 cars a send-off, as everyone else has already moved on to the next gens. We felt like it was only fair to keep it on these cars throughout the rest of the year. It would have just felt a little weird having to switch mid-season. But yeah, Showtime Flash also getting the fastest lap, 31.272. Well, gentlemen, glad to have you all here. And same with you, Parley, even though I would have liked it under better circumstances.
And our good buddy Typical, comes on the chat and says, "Did somebody say showtime?"
Showtime. What's up?
Well, okay, I'll
Yeah,
just do
I was gonna.
something real quick. I'll just do something real quick.
I
Okay.
know it's coming.
It's showtime!
Let's go! Let's go, boy! Congrats, buddy.
You know
Really,
what?
really
just for
awesome to see
that-
you win that.
Just for that, let's go ahead and start it off with the champion. And you know what, Favre? I'm gonna let you handle this one.
Dude, you're the best. Flash, man, I knew what you had coming into this race. I know what you have every single race. You know, it's always, I know the speed that you have. So to be able to sit back and watch you do your thing against other people, I mean, it's impressive. And all I kept thinking the entire time was, okay, if I was in this position, what would I be doing, or what would I be thinking, and what position would I be putting myself in if I was, racing against you. But literally, it's the exact same thing that happens to me every single weekend. You are legit perfect at what you do. Your racecraft is amazing. And when it comes down to money-making time, you are the freaking man. So, congratulations. Can you just bring us through a little bit of your race, what your thoughts were, stage 1 and stage 2, if you were just, sitting back and riding, seeing what the other final 3 competitors had? And when did you decide to really kick it into final gear?
Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. I heard you talking shit in the during the race, so don't try to
So I
hide
did
any of
hear
that.
you.
And Shady, I know you really like Favre, but he's only won one championship. I cannot hear you say 3 one more time and him just go along with it.
Hey, 3-time regular season championship. But hey, this ain't about me.
This ain't about him.
This ain't about me. This ain't about me.
is
So why are we
your
talking
night.
about me? Yes. Why are we
just saying,
talking
I'm
about
just
me?
I mean, it was a really clean race, smaller field, so really wasn't expecting any cautions. Just kind of first 2 stages are pretty straightforward. You just half them basically, unless you save, any gas. So just kind of riding around for the most part. I think all of us were, and just trying to be clean and whatnot. But yeah, last stage I was trying to go off of the Valor race, and I remember Chase and I got into a position where we could take 2 tires, and I forgot that we had a caution like real early in that race to make that happen. So it was just trying to get in position, trying to decide when to make that last pit stop, and 51 was mirroring about every move that I made tonight. So I was just trying to be solid, getting on off pit road, and hopefully we had a good pit stop. And first stop in the 3rd stage, we had 16-4, lost the lead, was able to hang with them, and then was able to get a 15-3 on the last one, which, the perfect time to have a good pit stop. So, and it was this normal draft, man. It was, you go to like Michigan and any of these other bigger tracks, it's freaking stressful. I knew I wasn't going to be able to shake him, and really was not expecting him to slide up into the wall there, but I just needed enough space to break the draft, and the car was, amazing. So just kind of drove my butt off from there. I was hoping the laps would go a little bit faster, but we eventually got here, and it feels really good.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. And we were talking in stage 2 when you did get out in front, and it was 9 millimeter and Elvin linked up trying to run you back down, and seeing that they couldn't do it, I kind of knew right then and there that you had a pretty good shot at winning. Do have to give a quick shout out to Elvin Priest. I mean, his pit entrances tonight were on point. He had an amazing race, but when it comes time, it's showtime, and you are the man. So congratulations on your championship, number 5,245. But congrats, buddy, and I'll be seeing you this Sunday.
Yeah, man. This was actually the first championship I've been able to close out racing at Homestead. So I think I'm 1 for 5. So that feels really good too. I've always liked the Homestead. I always had a good car here. Just, I've lost 2 of them by literal thousandths of a second. So, I want to shout out Elvin too. He put together this league, and we don't have 25, 30 guys, but we have a committed core group that was able to finish the season. And we had Black Cross. He didn't make it for whatever reason, but Elvin and 1-9 and Parley, they were very deserving to be Final Four participants. And I feel bad for Parley, man. He lagged out once. We were able to go back and get him, and a dude, I didn't know him before the season started. He's had a lot of speed everywhere, and it sucks they wasn't able to finish it. But yeah, man, I started Heat 5, and I was running the 38 car, and I quickly had to ditch it because other leagues and all that stuff. But taking John Hunter Nemechek back in his good days. Now he's an evil Toyota driver, but but Timmy, I appreciate you doing the broadcast every week, and Shady for hopping in with. I was trying to listen during the race, and it sounded really good, so I can't wait to go back again. But yeah, just thanks to all the guys helping with the league, guys who participated, and yeah, looking forward to next season.
Real quick, man, I just want to jump in real quick and say, man, that you mentioned last summer at Valor, and coming into this race, I made my pick, and I told these guys up here that Flash is going to win this race. Flash is going to take home this championship. Watching you race that race last summer at Valor, and seeing how well you did, I knew you were going to come in here and you were going to have a fast car, and you were going to have a shot to win. What does this do for you? And I'm going to promise you here, Flash, come Sunday night when I'm back in the booth at FRR, I'm going to be tooting this championship for you. You earned this. You got it. Congratulations. What does this do for you in trying to bring this guy down up here in FRR? What does this do for you?
Well, it ain't gonna happen this Sunday, I can tell you that. You see a road course in front of me, I'll try to get it in top 5, but that's about as far as we're gonna get. But yeah, just trying to be solid this weekend. I love the Roval road courses. I just never been able to ascend to the level of Scotty B or Favre or typical there. So yeah, leading the points over there right now. After the Roval, we got we go back to Vegas and Homestead, which are good tracks, and I'm gonna be out of town for Martinsville, but I'll be able to do the controller thing. So hopefully I can be in a position I can just gain the points necessary to lock into Phoenix. And go to work from there. I anticipate Phoenix is going to be a lot like the Richmond race that we had. It's going to be real sweaty. No one's going to be able to pull away, or it's going to be hard to pass, anything like that. So I have not run the new cars at Phoenix yet, so that's I'm gonna have to do some research or something. But yeah, I take a lot of pride in this one for sure. We had Mike RPM in here earlier in the season, was able to get some wins battling with him, and Chase was in here for a while, and Billy was in here for a couple races. So and even Favre made start in Gateway. So we've had some really good talent either stay in this league throughout the season or pop in for a race or two. So I value this one a lot. And
You earned it, and congratulations, man. Awesome to watch, awesome to see. You already know I'm a big fan, my friend. Good job.
I appreciate it, Shady.
Timmy.
All right, that is our champion, Showtime Flash, closing out with getting the championship. Congratulations once again, and
Showtime.
I got a long waiting list of guys to talk to. I'm gonna take this one here. I'm gonna talk to Elvin Priest because I'm really wanting to hear from him. Do you got a copy, Elvin?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you were in the catbird seat that final stretch. You were keeping up with Flash, trying to do everything you could. Whether it was on the track or heading on the pit road, you gave it your all. And unfortunately, that wall kind of reached out and bit you there. And that kind of took you out of it. And just walk me through your emotions and just how do you assess this season overall.
Season was great. I really thought I had a, good chance at winning this, and I even made a paper. I'm not gonna lie of my strategy and everything, but I'm not gonna lie. This paper didn't mean shit, bro. So, fuck that paper.
Tell us how you really feel.
For
Bro
real,
took
I
notes.
really ran a 50%er. I've been working since Saturday on this motherfucker, and I gotta thank 1-9 for practicing with me. I tried keeping this shit hush hush. Everything was all great till fucking turns 3 and 4 come out of fucking nowhere and bite you in the ass.
And this stream is
hated.
over 18 plus. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah. Oh, I'm mad. I want to make excuses. Honestly, I want to say it's your fault, Favre, but I can't do that. But yeah,
Well, you
I
too,
literally.
bud.
It's not like we had a swear cap anyway, so fuck it.
Nah, but friggin' I was practicing since Saturday, right? My season was great. I loved my season. The only thing I didn't like about it was that fucking wall. Other than that, things great. And friggin'
Are you gonna write a diss track on that wall?
no, I'm gonna take it off the track. So if I do go too fast, I'm going off the track fully. I don't even need a wall.
That sounds worse, actually.
No, because then I won't be
You're just gonna
alive
end up
to
in a
see what
ditch.
happens. No, then I won't be alive to see what happens next. Cause that hurt, man. I was
Oh,
Flash.
God.
Honestly, I was trying to get in his head. He was calling me a turkey all race. What am I supposed to do with that?
Wait a minute. You're trying to get into Flash's head?
Damn straight I was.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
good
on,
luck with
man.
that.
You
Hold
should
on,
know
hold
better
I've
than
tried
that.
that.
Hold on.
I've tried that and failed.
That's not gonna work. Oh man, come
I
on.
turned my volume down too, so he got in the wall. I took my headset off.
Alright. Yeah, alright, so for real. I made you guys laugh. It made me smile once. But, season was great. I loved it. I'm so happy that I was able to get all the guys together. I'm happy what Phantom became, and I'm happy I finished this season. Even though there was only 10 guys at the end, those are the best 10 guys that you'd probably see on a track to even have 10 guys. I just love this group. I wouldn't replace it for none. I wouldn't trade them or nothing. Even people coming in next season, I wouldn't, well, we gotta see other personalities, but I pretty much know everybody. But I wouldn't. I'm not taking it for granted. I'm thankful for every single driver that I got in this damn league, and I think that's it. Like, I'm destroyed as far as
Is there
fun.
anyone or anything you want to shout out, or you want to save it to the end?
I'll tell you what, we're saving it to the end.
All right. All right. Well, that is Elvin, our second place finisher. Next up, what else we got in here?
1-9. My man, what's going on? 1-9. How you doing tonight, my man?
Oh, freaking awesome. Had a blast.
I tell you what, man, coming out of the gate in stage 1 and even in there in stage 2, you really look like you had a car to beat in that 22 car, man. You really did. You had that thing hooked up. It kind of walked me through that stage 3 and your race overall in general, because you really had a car, and I mentioned it to these guys. I love seeing you up there front, and seeing you so aggressive and smelling that victory, smelling that trophy, and trying to grab that bull by the horns and taking it, man. I loved watching it. I love seeing it. Even though it ended up, you had an awesome race. Car to beat, man. I mean, just kind of walk me through how things went throughout the entire race for you.
You bet. Yeah, started off, I knew it was quick. I knew my car was quick. Was just, playing the fuel game in the first stage and the second stage, just kind of hanging there. Coming into stage 3, we got so close on these pit stops with Elvin and Flash and Holcomb. I was getting nervous, honestly. I was like, man, I don't want to be that guy. So I could really get in there deep and get it down to the 45. But that first stop, they split, and I said, okay, I'm going to aim for the middle. And then and I can't remember who came up. I think Elvin moved up a little bit, and I just jammed the brakes, and I just didn't want to hit him. And so that's that. And they pulled out to a 1 second lead, and they're drafting, and that was it. But other than that, I had a fun race. I really did. Sorry for Parley. I was looking forward to working with him. After last week, we had fun, and sorry he lagged out. But I just want to say, everybody in here, I've enjoyed running with. A lot of respect to every guy here. And other leagues I've been in, I mean, same thing. But these guys here, there isn't a lot of that crazy stuff going on, which I like. Somebody messes up, you let them by. Get it back when you can with a fast car. But I had one of the fastest cars here, I think. I was competitive. I kept seeing Flash have a little bit of a hooker out of 4, and I was like, I might have a little bit for him then, but he fixed his hooker, and I knew that was that. So, but
Hey, you've had a fast car all season, man. Kind of give me your rundown on your season in general here. The season 1 at Phantom, your first season here at Phantom. Give me your rundown and overall on your whole season, and how excited and how pleased you were. Any disappointments, any frustrations? Give me your overall grade or your overall feeling of the whole season in general.
sure. Performance, about a C for me. The league itself and everybody in here, definitely a B, A minus. The way everybody drives, everybody's figuring it out. I came out a little cautious coming into this league, and then I feel the latter 4 races is when I said, screw it, I'm pushing it. And I really thought at Phoenix, once again, I mentioned Flash, that I thought I had him in stage 2. I thought there's no way he's going to get me in stage 2, and how he made it to that line in front of me is beyond me. After he ran 7 laps full tilt, I think, up there and saved enough. But I knew that's the game with a lot of these guys. They know their stuff. They know what they're doing. And it's not just the top 2 that know what they're doing. It's pretty much everybody in here knows that strategy of when to pit and not to pit. So I've learned a lot in here this year, and I'm really looking forward to next year. But Elvin has me part of this, and I appreciate the invite, Elvin. You got a great league. And Timmy, I enjoy listening to you announce. I listen every week. You crack me up half the time. Good stuff. And same with you, Shady. Look forward to I enjoy with talking to you guys and miss racing some of these guys. I hear Favre's in the booth. Wish he was out here on the track.
Dude, 9 mil, quick. I hope you're back next season in the other league. I miss racing against you, man, and I was ecstatic to see how well you were doing tonight. And you're not really an aggressive driver, and to see you be aggressive with it tonight because you knew you had a rocket, it made me smile. Like, that was awesome, dude.
Yeah, thanks.
It was awesome to watch, man. I can't wait to see you this Sunday night. I'll be back up in the booth on Sunday night, and I'll be cheering you on every Sunday, and many races to come on both nights, my friend. Good job.
Thank you. Smile, Elvin.
Appreciate
You put a good
having
product together
1-9.
here, Elvin.
I agree. 1-9 said it himself. Appreciate having him in the booth. Had a good run tonight. Had a really fast car. I really enjoyed watching him all season long. So appreciate that. And that's 1-9. All right, who's next? I guess we can talk to Cyogenic. See, apparently he's in here. You got a copy? Cyogenic, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
What's up, man? Seems like your race didn't go as planned. What happened?
Say something.
I don't even know. I kind of like leave or something during the caution, and then I don't know. I didn't pit, so
Wait, so you really put yourself over me?
yeah, it's just a bad race. That was just a bad race for me. It was just a bad race. I'm like in an argument with my girlfriend right now on FaceTime, and she making a face, cause I just muted for this interview.
My gosh.
So
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I had a good couple races, but I got like 15 more seconds until I got to unmute.
Alright.
So I had a good couple wins. This is a great league. Support Elvin, and yeah, I wish the best for everyone in here. Have fun racing, everybody.
Alright.
Great guys, fun group, great commentator, everything. Peace out, guys.
Alright. Appreciate having you. And, crap, I got out on the wrong car, but I might as well get one final statement. And Cyogenic, I was really excited when he came back, because he's one of the few guys that's part of the OG Phantom Squad. From back in 21, back when, Elvin started it out, he had, guys like Nomad, Hamination, even I was racing in it for a little bit. And I've seen firsthand how fast Cyogenic was when we raced here at Homestead last season. I couldn't keep up with them at all. So when I saw that he was coming back about midway through the year, I got really excited, and it was only a matter of time when he started winning. And once he did, he started ripping them off one by one. So he definitely made things very exciting. So we're glad to have him back, and maybe we'll see him again in the future. Guess we can talk to good buddy mine, MFF Nomad. Haven't really been able to have him in the booth up until now. Nomad, do you got a copy?
That I do.
Man, you look like you had a rocket ship early on in this race.
Well, that car fired off pretty quick. First 10 or so laps, I could really keep up. Just kept building tighter and tighter. Tried to work with loosening it up a little bit, at least to hold at least the end of the run. But couldn't quite get it to where I wanted to. It was either one way or the other. There was no happy medium.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like that car was struggling with traction towards the end of the long runs. But yeah, just what did you like about this league? What stands out through the season that you've had? What's like your biggest takeaway, and maybe what do you feel like is your favorite moment throughout the year, and I actually got one to bring up, and I never got to ask you about it. And it goes all the way back to Daytona for the first race, and you and Ed had a literal tie for 6th place, and it gave it to you. Like, I didn't think it could get that close. Like, you couldn't even tell, and the
I
scoring
don't
couldn't tell.
know.
It gave it a tie. Just walk me through that.
That one was pretty wild. Ed had, if I remember correctly, Ed had a run down the back straightaway, and I kind of left the inside open to kind of bait him to go low where I was just gonna expect it, and I could sort of block it. Well, he got there, and he got there a little quicker than I expected. So going into 3 and 4, I kind of rode on his quarter panel. Didn't hit him, but rode close enough to make him either lift a little bit or something, and it dragged him back. So I kind of built up a little bit of momentum and just kept pedaling and pedaling and pedaling. Obviously, hammer down to right to the finish line. I mean, that was pretty cool. I haven't had a finish that close in, gosh, ever.
Yeah, it was definitely wild. I'm gonna tie back to my last question about how would you recap your season and what's like your biggest takeaway?
During the season, more or less, I'm as much as I love to win these races or be involved in racing up front. I'm in it for fun. I absolutely love racing every one of these guys. Got to thank Elvin for recruiting me many years ago now. Racing with you, Steel, now 1-9, Flash. I mean, learning everything I can in what short time I have to be able to practice for these races and whatnot, and just following guys that I know are better than me. Trying to learn what they do and just get better with it as I go.
There you go. That's MFF Nomad.
But definitely to cap this off, congratulations to Flash on the championship. Elvin 1-9, congratulations on being in Championship 4. You guys deserved it.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks, bro. And looking forward to next year.
So can I say something, and then I gotta hop out of here. But just wanted to say a huge your mic. What are you muting your mic for, Alvin? Get back here. Come on. No. So
turn into a robot for a second.
I just wanted to say thank you very much to Alvin and Timmy for letting me come up here and broadcast a couple races for you guys, and Alvin for letting me do my one-off race, which I very much wanted to do because I knew the kind of league you had and wanted to be a part of that. And even if I couldn't race full time, like you allowed me to get in there for one race. So that really meant a lot to me. It's awesome to see the kind of league that you've built. I was a part of the original Phantom a couple of years back, and to see how it has grown and matured is amazing. So I just wanted to say thank you for letting me be a part of Phantom this season, even if it wasn't as a full-time driver. Thank you for everything. And congrats again to Showtime Flash 9, 19mm, and Parley, and I will maybe see you guys next season as maybe another part-time broadcaster, possibly. But thank you again.
Yes, and
Hey,
I gotta follow right behind him, and I want to say thank you to Elvin, Timmy, having me up here in the booth on a part-time basis this year. Can't wait and looking forward to season 2. Want to thank all you guys and drivers out there putting on one heck of a show week after week after week. Big fan of everybody. Showtime Flash, you just left. I want to say congratulations to you that you just left and winning that championship. Thank you guys all. Thank you, Elvin, again for everything and putting on this league. You have one of the a Premier League here, and I'm looking forward to season 2 and being in the booth full time for all you guys. Thank you guys for having me. Congratulations to all you guys. I'll see you guys in season 2.
Sounds
It's
good.
been a blast having you guys in the booth with me. Give me a helping hand.